Hello Aries, welcome to your February 2020 reading and welcome back to the Wellington Witch channel. I'm Laurie and if you're new here, hello. I hope you get some good messages for this month ahead, and if you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for bearing with me. My PC is back now from repair. I'm just in the process of downloading everything like the editing software and stuff again, so I'm using my laptop camera and microphone at the moment. That's why it's a little bit shaky at this point, but thank you so much for bearing with me. Your patience means a lot. Thank you. So we're going to see what's coming through for Aries, Sun, Moon and Rising throughout the course of February, and I'm using the John Holland Tarot. Okie dokie. What's coming up for Aries 2020 February? What's coming up for February, Aries? 2020. I'm seeing a lot of stuff, a lot of organisations, a lot of being out and about, a lot of communication as well, emails, letters, arrangements, so much stuff. And again, I'm doing it different for you because sometimes they're face down, sometimes I pull out one at a time, but for you and Taurus, they've both come out face up. Okay, you got a lot of love here, Aries, and I think that Aries does need to be shown a lot of love because, you know, you might be in the mood for it, but I do love my Aries. So you have Shadow, Hope, two major arcanas. The Shadow is actually the moon, so there could be some illusionment coming in. Hope is the star, which is basically all it means. Two of Cups, Ace of Cups, or the One of Cups here. You also have the Nine of Pentacles, which is bravado, and also Harmony, which is the Lovers. So this is a very strong, very, I think, liberating thing. I mean, you could actually be in the market for romance because, you know, it's February, it is a month of love with that Valentine's Day, but on the opposite side, if you're feeling a little bit lonely, or you don't have any plans for Valentine's Day, I see this as being more of an understanding and giving the fear of being vulnerable in love, or giving the fear of being disappointed again in love, to one side, and that actually allows you to completely transform, both in work, with your friends, and also new beginnings. I do see new beginnings here for you. You have the Ace of Cups here, but it's not just love that this applies to. This is something that I think is coming through with self-love for you, being a little bit more connective to yourself and what yourself needs, what your higher self is asking for. So this is going to be quite interesting to see how it works out in February for you. Because the moon here, or shadow, this is mostly to do with the shadow self. Everybody has a light and a shadow self. And I feel as though you have been maybe a little bit afraid as to what the shadow self has to say. See if we can get it not reflective for you. There we go. So some of you may be a little bit afraid of what your shadow self has had to say. It could also be a little bit that you're trying too hard to just imagine a different way, or there could be some kind of illusion that you think, you know, well, they want me to be this person but I'm not, or there's some kind of transformation that's going on underneath you that you're not quite sure how to manifest yourself. So that is kind of what I'm feeling here for you at this point in time. Interestingly enough, I do feel that these here, the harmony, the union and love begins, they're all adding up into a 9. That's a 9, that's a 9, that's an 8. So it feels as though we're getting into fruition time now. You're getting into a sort of 2020 seems to be for you, Aries, a fruition time. And I don't normally look at numbers because I'm not very good at maths, but I am looking at this and I see the synchronicities coming here. So you have all these matching a beautiful 9, which is love and fruition and spiritual union and having this connection with somebody. It could be a friend, not gonna lie, but there's definitely a new beginning coming through with all these. There's a relationship, there's a feeling like the relationship with yourself is improving, the relationship between you and your higher self, maybe there's a connection coming in, there's a deep understanding happening with how you are in love and what may hold you back in love and how you want to, you know, transform yourself, your personal beliefs, what are your values, you know, what do you see in the guise of relationships, This could also be a Gemini energy, but I do feel that it's something you're putting towards yourself. Let me just see if I can explain that a little bit better. Something that you've lost about yourself that you're regaining, whether that's confidence, whether that's something that you feel you have a talent for, or whether that's just hope. This is a very good set of cards. These are all, again, fruition. They add up to 9. So I do feel you are going to be very prosperous in the guise of, oh, I'm content, I feel good. But the thing is, if you look into too much of the media that's saying Valentine's Day, be in love, be this, be that, be whatever, you could start feeling a little bit alone if you're not with somebody. Even if you are with somebody, sometimes you can feel lonely. But I do feel that it's not going to bother you so much, or it shouldn't bother you so much in February, because there's something positive coming through to help you see yourself as the divine spirit you are, and you feel so connected with that, nothing else matters. Because here, the star card, which is 17, but it can be 8 as well, this is your feeling of change. This is you're moving into something of hope. You're moving into a beacon of inspiration, generosity, serenity. So this is a lot of inward work you're doing in February. I do see some people externally may help your confidence, and not that Aries needs help with confidence normally, but there could be something that's in there that you're like, oh, maybe I'm not too sure about how I do this, maybe I'm not too sure about how I do that. Ultimately, hope is on your side. The star and spirit is on your side, and you are changing for the better. It's not a change that, you have to do this because you're a terrible person. It's just a natural progression. It's a new decade, and I think you're feeling it more than most, to be honest, which is not the sign that I expected, to be honest with you. Material Harvest is my favourite card. Traditional tarot, 9 of Pentacles, love it. It's my favourite one. This is very much about you finding something in yourself, gratitude about yourself. Something that you feel, I'm independent. I'm pushing myself in the right direction. I am, affirmations, maybe. I am loved. I am amazing. Whatever it is you need. I am content. I am fulfilled. I am. It just feels like it's trying to deliver this to you. It could be that you're finally seeing something grow in a friendship with another person, something that, you thought, oh, maybe there's something that I don't need there, but actually there is. I could see for some of you, it's you throwing away society's expectations that you have to be married by this date, or having kids by this date, or even your family's expectations that we want you to have a family and to settle down, and to not everybody's path is the same, and just because you may be on a different path than they expected or that they wanted doesn't mean or negate anything that you have actually done so far, because you're a whole person with or without a family. You are a whole person. You may be more content either way, but it doesn't mean that you have to be a certain way, or have to be this, or have to do that. So this is kind of what I'm trying to say at the moment, is that you're very much a big player in your own life, and I feel like February is going to bring that out even more so of you. Now, let me just see if I can find the cards. I didn't feel called to pull them for Taurus. That was the first time. I haven't been felt compelled, so I do feel that I need to do them for you. So let's have a look at the moon cards. Sorry if you can hear banging. I don't know what my neighbours are doing, but making a noise mainly. Aries. Oh, the energy is gaining momentum. So this is a waxing moon. This could be the beginning of February. I think maybe from second week of February, mid-February onwards, there's something that starts to grow and grow and grow, and it's like hope of a better future, hope of this, hope of that. It feels so much like you're feeling very connected to the heart chakra here. I know it's not here, but there's so much green energy, and there's especially the yellow energy, so it could also be your solar plexus, the gut feeling, the intuition, coupled with your heart chakra. You're going with the definite push to obey anything that comes forwards to you as a download or an intuitive flash of the heart and of the gut instinct here. It's that carnal, I need to do this and I know it's right, and not second guessing yourself like I think this shadow is telling you to do. Don't second guess this light and dark elements of you. Just combine them and see if there's something that you can motivate yourself with. So I'm just going to do a romance card, even though it is actually for all relationships, friendships, family. It's just to see what's coming through. You want to come out, and so do you. Okie Aries, you have calling in your soulmate, so this could be prime time. This could be prime time. If you're already with somebody, it could be that they ascend to be your soulmate. But this is definitely the most lovey-dovey reading that I've seen in this process so far. But this is your prayers, affirmations, and visualizations help bring you two together. So it could be that you're actually manifesting somebody who's perfect for you, or it could be that this other person that you're with is actually rising up to the bait, really, and becoming it. But it starts with loving yourself as well. It starts with going, you know what? I am whole and complete with me, and then somebody else comes in to go, well, let's be complete together, and that feeling of connection. This could be the one. You've already met the romantic partner you seek, so this could be in a past life, to be honest, but it does feel that the connection that you have could be friendship that grows, and it could be worry about the friendship, ruining the friendship, or doing something that you can't reverse back to, because what if it fails? What if it doesn't do this? What if it happens and I mess it up? Or the energy is getting momentum. I don't think you have much choice. I honestly don't think you have much choice about what's coming through. You are going to feel it. You are going to feel it a lot. And maybe not in just February, maybe throughout the rest of the year, you're going to feel this. What you do about it is your choice, but you are going to feel it. And I'm looking forward to seeing what you have to say in the comments below. If this is something that resonates with you, please do let me know. And I thank you very much for stopping by today. If you'd like to go reading, or if you're interested in any of the readings that I have, they're all linked below in the description box. But in the meantime, thank you so much for joining me today, Aries. I wish you the very best of luck, and I'll speak to you guys very, very soon. Take care.